A digital camera with instant prints? Let's have a closer look. Dave Taylor here, and this time I'm looking at this. This is the Kodak Mini Shot Wireless 2-in-1 instant print camera. Whew, that's a mouthful, but whoa. It's actually a really cool camera. So the basic idea is that you have a digital camera. It has, to be fair, a pretty darn small little screen on the back. You can see it's just a little postage stamp, but its secret trick is that it actually prints on demand. So you take a photo of something, you push the button, there's actually some edit features here. There's more edit features in the app if you want to use that. But even just, we're just going to look at the camera. Even just with that, you actually have the ability to print and make really nice little kind of credit card sized prints of your images. So without further ado, I'm going to take a picture of what I'm seeing. And now on the back, you can see in this close-up, it shows me the image, and then it gives me various options for framing it or not, and there's, you know, various things you can do in terms of different filters. There's a really neat one that makes it look like a drawing, and that's actually pretty cool. It's called Sketch. But we're just going to do a straight print because I want you to see in this close-up what it looks like to print something. So let's do it. So the first shot is the paper comes out empty, and then it comes back in, and this is a 4-pass printing process. First color that it does is yellow, and then it will pull the film back into the camera to do its second pass, and that second pass, as you can see, is magenta. And here's the thing, is it's doing this 4-pass print, but everything's self-contained. You don't have to buy ink cartridges or anything. It all comes in this like little cartridge basically. So there's actual photo paper and the ink needed for 10 prints, and that's all you got to do. It's easy. So we had yellow, magenta, that was cyan, and then the 4th pass is actually a layer on top called a laminate. And now it's done. So now let's have a look at this print. So it comes off and you're looking and thinking, wow, there's a lot of white on that left side, but that's because that is actually a perforated edge for you being able to hold it and stuff. So it actually is pre-cut, and you can take it off if you want, and then you're left with this little print. Now, it's not very big, but it does a remarkably good job for an instant print camera. I mean, this is really why you would buy this camera, because it can instantly print things, and it's really fun. So, what can I tell you? I can tell you also, like I said, 4-pass printing technology. The prints themselves are 2.1 by 3.4 inches. They are not going to be great wall posters, but particularly for teens and preteens, these are a great size. The camera itself is actually pretty good. It's a 10 megapixel camera with Bluetooth connectivity. That's how you connect to the Kodak app. And it has a little 1.7 inch LCD screen, not super big, but it has all these controls. And while the screen's small, the Kodak's done a lot in terms of, from the previous generations of this camera, they've done a lot to put controls on camera. So you really can use this standalone. You don't need your smartphone. You don't need to use the app or anything like that. You can just do this and just zip along. Now, if you do choose to get the Kodak app, it offers stickers and frames and a whole lot more, sort of everything you'd want for the Snapchat generation. So really, it's, you know, it seems a bit big. Its question is, why would you want this if you already have your smartphone? And the answer is, of course, because these. It's really cool to be able to print on demand, and there are plenty of situations where, like at a party, this is going to be really fun. And each print runs about 60 cents, so you buy a 20-sheet cartridge, and this 20-sheet cartridge will set you back $14.99, so you can do the math. It's not free. There are physical product and physical components that go into this. I mean, it is an actual piece of film. So Nice job. I really like it. It's really fun. It's of limited use. There's a small number of times and places that you'll be using this, but when you want on-demand printing, it's a pretty cool solution, and it's way less hassle than bringing a separate printer and worrying about paper and do you have extra ink cartridges. Everything's self-contained. So nice job, Kodak. Now, before I tell you the price, which is the only other thing to talk about with this, then I'm going to ask if you can go ahead and click on that subscribe button. I super appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up if this is good. I appreciate that too. Cool. Now, only thing left to talk about is the price, and it's a little spendy for what it is. Maybe it'll come down a little bit, but in either orange or black, and the orange is sort of the Kodak orange. So in either of those two color schemes, this Kodak Mini Shot Wireless 2-in-1 instant print camera will set you back $119.99 at Amazon.com. Now it does come with 8 prints, but honestly, that's like what, $7 worth? So it's still pretty expensive. It's $110. It is a one-trick pony. It's a really cool trick, but it's a one-trick pony. So you really have to ask yourself, how much do you want on-demand printing? If you can afford it, or if this is something that really intrigues you, this is obviously going to be the absolute hit of any party in the teen or tween set, because it's fun to take selfies, but it's way more fun to go home with a couple of prints. So definitely worth checking out. This is Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.